Hello students. In the previous video we have discussed about what is MANNET, what are the significance, needs or difficulties of using a MANNET. We have discussed about that. In this video we will discuss about the characteristics of mobile computing or a mobile ad hoc network, MANNET what we call. And if you talk about the characteristics of mobile ad hoc networks, the first ever issue is lack of fixed infrastructure. Means this network doesn't need any infrastructure. It uses available nodes within the network as an infrastructure. That is the concept what we have discussed. Now how it works? That is a question here. What it will do is, if the node is within the network range, say Wi-Fi if you are using for transferring the packet, so you do that usually, right? If you are within the range or you of a destination, the packet transmission can be done directly without using any intermediate nodes, what we have discussed in the previous video. Suppose assume that the destination is not in your transmission range. You can use a multi-hop communication, and this can be done by using the several devices located in between. So the method of using multiple or more than one intermediate nodes, so that concept we can call it as a multi-hop communication. Hop means jump from one place to another. When you are using multiple nodes, that is called as a multi-hop. And we know that it uses dynamic topologies. Dynamic means the network will change continuously, or the IP addresses will change continuously, the packet routing may change continuously. So that is what we call dynamic topology. So here in MANNET, the devices are allowed to move arbitrarily. The network topology can change unpredictably, and also the data rate at which the data is transferred, and it is based on the speed and the movement of the mobile devices. Means we can say that wireless or wired network 100 Mbps, 10 Mbps, 20 Mbps, with fixed bandwidth we can say. But for MANNET we cannot give a fixed bandwidth. So that is a second characteristics of the MANNET. It is bandwidth constraint, or has a variable capacity links. As we know, the wireless links are having a lower capacity than the other wired counterparts, and even wired fixed networks. MANNET is also having a very limited bandwidth. So there may be some other factors such as fading, noise and interferences that can also change the available bandwidth. Means it can reduce the packet data rate, transmission rate. The next factor or the next characteristics is energy constraint operations. As we know that MANNET infrastructure is totally based on the battery power. It has a very limited memory. Suppose assume that during the transmission the energy goes, that will be the issue. And also we know that during the transmission and the processing period in our handsets or a mobile, it will take more energy. So it is quite possible that your infrastructure, the intermediate infrastructure, your source or a destination, its battery may get drained faster. So it should be very carefully handled. So other characteristics, if you discuss in a MANNET, it has a distributed peer-to-peer mode of operations. It has a multi-hopping facility. Relatively frequent changes to the concentration of the node over nodes over any specific area. So as this infrastructure what we are using, it's not fixed, it is moving, so there may be quite possible that there will frequent changes in the network. So these are some of the points regarding the characteristics of MAN. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.